Ice dams along the Lemhi River in the community of Baker caused flooding problems for some property owners several months ago. They have been looking for answers ever since. Today they got some answers, but still have some questions. Local News 8's Seth Ratliff was there.
Homeowners in the small town of Baker, Idaho are still recovering from the intense flooding in the Lemhi River nearly 3 months ago. Several residents in Baker questioned whether a recent fish and game project to restore the natural flow of the Lemhi and the fish habitat might have played a factor. Directors of Fish and Game say while it's unclear if the project caused the flooding, they are making changes to help in the future.
The engineers, geomorphologists are reviewing the project, and they are going to make some alterations at the top to help make sure this doesn't happen in the future. However, that said, there will be icing in the Lemhi in the future. It is clear from the science generated by the engineers that the ice is generated primarily in the lower portions of the Lemhi, and it's going to go somewhere.
The parties in charge of the project have also promised to financially compensate the people directly affected by the flooding. But Baker native Chad Stevenson says they're not exactly moving at a rancher's pace.
I was affected 3 months ago, and I just had a guy out last week to initially look at the damages of my hay. So it took him 3 months just to get somebody here to look at the damages, and it just needs to be faster responding to us.
According to Regional Manager Tom Curette, they can't fully assess how much damage the flooding caused until the ice melts. While many neighbors lost thousands of dollars in property and crop damage, Suzanne Nebeker says the damage you can't see is just as important.
Well, on the day of the flood, I had a lot of water coming in on the house. There was probably 4 feet of water coming all the way around the house. And I was trying to dig a trench to get it out, get it away from the house. And it was 19 degrees, so as the water was coming, it was forming ice. And I slipped and fell and completely tore my rotator cuff and now have to have shoulder replacement from that.
And while Fish and Game and their partners have addressed the community concerns, many still feel the county should have done more.
The county prosecuting attorney suggested that perhaps if they came on our property, our personal property, that we might sue them, and so that they were absent during the event.
Regardless of whether or not the habitat restoration project impacted the flooding, people are still concerned it could happen again and what will happen if it does.
I am very concerned of what's going to happen in the future. You know, even when high water starts coming out this spring, you know, there's going to be an issue, I think.
The county needs to get together and, you know, make an emergency preparedness plan. They need to be able to have roles identified, and then they need to be able to carry those out in these emergencies and disasters.
In Baker, I'm Seth Ratliff reporting.